In this demonstration, I'll show you how two statically charged objects interact. So first off, you can see in front of you a clamp stand and a hanger. And on this hanger is a charged plastic rod, which is to say, I've taken a plastic rod and a duster and I've rubbed them on one another to transfer electrons from one to the other, so this is a charged plastic rod. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the second plastic rod, same material, rub it on the duster to transfer electrons from one to the other. So I've now got two charged rods, bring one up to the other and you can see that they're repelling. If I put the rod behind the other rod, I can get it to move away. So pick up speed by pushing it one way. And likewise I can slow it down and push it back the other way. Now I'm going to show you the same two charged rods, but from above. Now the reason I'm going to show you them from above is because I didn't want you to think I was cheating by making the two rods touch one another. So here you can see that they're repelling away and at no point do they touch. So two charged plastic rods will repel away from one another. Well, perhaps that's just a property of plastic rods. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a charged glass rod now up to our hanging plastic rod and see what happens. Well, that appears to be fairly conclusive. The two are attracting one another. So I can speed it up by pulling it round, or if I put it behind it, I can get it to slow down and change direction. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring two charged glass rods together. So here on the hanger where the plastic rod was before is a charged glass rod. So again, same procedure, you rub it on the cloth, you hang it on the hanger, and I'm going to bring another glass rod up to it now. So it's swinging freely at the minute, but there we go. I can slow it down and push it back the other way because these two glass rods are repelling away from one another. This device is called a coulometer. It measures small amounts of charge. If a statically charged object is brought up to this sensor, it will read the amount of static charge it's holding and display it on the screen, and the unit it will display it in is nanocoulombs, which is quite a small amount of charge. So first off, I'm going to show you the charge on the glass rod. So the charge on the glass rod is about 7 nanocoulombs. And now I'll measure the charge on the plastic rod. There, about minus 8 nanocoulombs, so negative charge. So let's summarize what we know. First off, we've just found out that when you charge a glass rod, it has a positive charge. We also found out that when you charge a plastic rod, it has a negative charge. We also saw that two plastic rods repelled from one another, two glass rods repelled from one another, and a plastic rod will attract a glass rod, and vice versa, a glass rod would attract a plastic rod. Positive charges then attract negative charges and repel other positive charges. So that's glass rods attract plastic rods and repel other glass rods. And conversely, negative charges, which is to say plastic rods, attract glass rods, positive charges, and repel other plastic rods, so other negative charges. A nice way of putting this is that like charges repel and opposite charges attract.